There are very few animals which strike more fear into the heart than a deadly and venomous snake. It is vital for some of these species to survive by being as dangerous and poisonous as they are. But snakes do not differentiate the difference between their prey and a human that might get in its way. Sit back and relax and join us as we take a look at 10 of the most dangerous snakes in the world. The boomslang. This snake has a highly potent venom, which it delivers through large fangs located in the back of the jaw. Because of this, boomslangs are able to open their jaws up to 170 degrees when biting. But their venom, as with most snakes, has a different effect on its victims. The venom of the boomslang is primarily a hemotoxin. Its bite can disable the coagulation process, and the victim may die as a result of internal and external bleeding. This snake can grow up to 5 feet in length and has excellent eyesight. They are excellent climbers and can climb trees to kill hatchlings in their nest. The tiger snake. Found in southern regions of Australia, the tiger snake has venom that possesses potent neurotoxins, coagulants, hemolysins, and myotoxins. Symptoms of a tiger snake bite include localized pain in the foot and neck region, tingling, numbness, and sweating, followed by a rapid onset of breathing difficulties and paralysis. They grow up to 5 feet long and have somewhat the same behavior as a cobra, in that they flatten themselves to appear larger to a predator. When threatened, they flatten their bodies and raise their heads above the ground in a classic pre-strike stance. Their coloration is composed of olive, yellow, orange-brown, or jet black, and the underside of the snake is light yellow or orange. They can be found near coastal areas, feeding on hatchlings of gulls. The saw-scaled viper, also known by its genus name, may be the deadliest of all snakes. Scientists believe that the saw-scaled viper is responsible for more human deaths than all other snake species combined. That is because there are many subspecies of this viper. They have a characteristic threat display, rubbing sections of their body together to produce a sizzling warning sound that sounds somewhat like a rattlesnake. The proper term for this is called stridulation. As they become more agitated, this stridulating behavior becomes faster and louder. They are generally small but are very aggressive and can bite many times very quickly. Their venom is toxic and consists mostly of hemotoxins and cytotoxins. The result of their bite is internal bleeding anywhere in the body, including the possibility of an intracranial hemorrhage. The banded krait. This snake is easily identified by its black and yellow cross bands, its triangular body cross-section, and the marked vertebral ridge, which consists of enlarged vertebral shields along its body. Their heads are broad and depressed, and their eyes are black. These snakes can grow up to 12 feet long. They are nocturnal and hunt only at night. The venom of the banded krait mainly contains neurotoxins. Their venom freezes the muscles in its prey, and severe envenomation can lead to respiratory failure, and death may occur due to suffocation. Contact with humans is rare, but one bite from this snake can be fatal to a human being in less than an hour. The king cobra. This snake's generic name, Ophiophagus, is a Greek-derived word that means snake eater. This cobra is a cannibal and eats other snakes, including rat snakes, small pythons, and even other venomous snakes, including true cobras and the krait. King cobras inject the most venom of any other poisonous snake and is capable of delivering a fatal dose of 200 to 500 milligrams of venom. The toxins affect the victim's central nervous system, resulting in severe pain, blurred vision, vertigo, drowsiness, and eventually paralysis. If the envenomation is serious, it progresses to cardiovascular collapse and the victim falls into a coma. King cobras can grow up to 13 feet long and spread, and are famous for flattening their neck and producing a growling hiss when threatened. The inland taipan. A lot of snakes are said to be the most venomous in the world, but that title clearly belongs to the inland taipan. One drop of its venom is enough to kill 100 men. It is a mammal hunter, and so therefore its venom is specially adapted to kill warm-blooded animals. This snake prefers to escape if it is in trouble, but if it is provoked, it will bite, and it will often strike multiple times in the same attack. The taipan makes a threat display by raising its forebody in a tight, low S-shaped curve with its head facing the threat. Should the person choose to ignore the warning, the inland taipan will strike, and it is extremely fast and agile and strikes with extreme accuracy. This is one snake that, if encountered, is best left alone. Russell's viper. This snake is a venomous old-world viper and can be found throughout Asia and the Indian subcontinent. Its name derives from the Hindi word meaning the lurker. This snake is responsible for the most snakebite incidents and deaths apart from all other venomous snakes. They can grow up to 5.5 feet long, and their heads have flattened and triangular shapes. Their defensive posture consists of inflating their entire bodies and hissing. They produce a lot of venom and can inject up to 270 milligrams of poison in a single bite. Symptoms start with pain at the site of the bite, immediately followed by swelling of the area. Bleeding is a common symptom, and victims may cough blood after 20 minutes of being bitten. Blood pressure drops and heart rate begins to fall, and blisters occur at the bite area. Death from septicemia or kidney, respiratory, or cardiac failure may occur 1 to 14 days after the bite or even later. Some that are bitten may not think the bite is serious until days later, and by then it may be too late to save the person who was bitten. Rattlesnake. This snake is a member of the pit viper group of snakes and can strike at 2/3 of their body length, sometimes launching their whole body towards its victim. The unusual thing about this snake is its defensive pose. It has a rattle at the end of its tail. The famous rattle noise comes from the sound created when hollow and bony segments in the rattle bang together. The rattlesnake has a hemotoxic venom. If you are bit by one, your tissue will be destroyed and your organs will degenerate, causing blood clotting. Symptoms from a neurotoxic rattlesnake bite include problems with vision, difficulty swallowing and speaking, skeletal muscle weakness, difficulty breathing, and respiratory failure. The rattlesnake is indigenous to the United States and Mexico and likes warm desert climates. If you are in these areas, keep your eyes open for this dangerous snake. The death adder. This snake is also a cannibal and hunts other snakes. It can reach a maximum body length of 4 feet long. Found in Australia, the death adder can inflict one of the most dangerous bites in the world, as their venom is a neurotoxin and is one of the most venomous land snakes in Australia. Its bite can cause paralysis, and death comes quickly from suffocation. It is one of the fastest striking snakes recorded in Australia. Coloration varies among species depending on their habitat, ranging from brown, black, greenish-gray to gray or red and yellow. Many specimens have large bands wrapping the body. Their strike is amazingly fast, in fact, one of the fastest of all land snakes. And they hide in the bushes, moving their tail like a worm in front of the head. Then, when the prey comes close enough, it strikes. The black mamba. Nearly everyone has heard of this deadly snake, and there are many things that make this snake deadly besides its potent venom. The black mamba can grow nearly 7 feet in length. This allows it to strike at incredibly long distances. It can move very fast. In fact, it is the fastest moving snake indigenous to Africa, and perhaps the fastest in the world. It is a very good tree climber and hunts for bird nests where it can find an easy meal. The venom of the black mamba is extremely toxic. Its bite can deliver about 100 to 120 milligrams of venom on average. The venom causes paralysis, freezing all the victim's muscles, including heart. A single bite can kill a human in less than an hour. The black mamba is not black, but instead usually a gray color, and instead gets its name from the black color inside of its mouth.